I don't want to freak you guys out, but you are a robot and life is probably a fucking video game. Now you might be saying, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, have you ever heard of simulation theory? If not, you should look this shit up, man. Sam Harris has been talking about this a lot. And I've looked into it, and this fucking shit is fascinating. It basically works on a couple of assumptions. The first assumption is this. Eventually, a society, whether it's our society or an alien society, doesn't really matter. Eventually, a society will reach the level of technology where they can simulate worlds such as our own. And it seems pretty safe to assume that this will eventually happen. I mean, just think of our technology from 50 years ago. We have handheld computers today that are billions of times more powerful and millions of times smaller than those computers were back then. So just think about what our technology will be like 1,000 years from now, or 100,000, or a million, or a billion. If we don't destroy ourselves by then, there's no telling what kind of technology we'll have. So it's a pretty safe assumption that eventually some society will figure this shit out. Well, they will be able to simulate worlds. And once that happens, man, they won't do it just once. Of course they won't do that. They'll have the power where they can simulate many worlds. For any one main world, there could be thousands or millions of simulated worlds. And who knows, maybe those simulated worlds will themselves eventually reach the level of technology where they too can simulate worlds. So there could be billions or trillions or uncountable numbers of simulated worlds for every one main world. Which means mathematically, it is much more likely that we're in one of the simulations than it is that we're in one of the main worlds. And maybe it's the weed talking, man, but that makes complete sense to me. I fucking get that shit. But I actually have something I'd like to add to that. For every one big world that they simulate, they're obviously going to do lots of smaller simulations. So for every one large simulation, like a simulation of an entire world or universe, there will be many, many, many more smaller simulations with just a few people or just one person, like a video game. And it's much, much, much more likely that you're in one of these video games than it is that you're inside one of these simulated worlds, much less in one of the fucking main worlds. Life is probably a fucking video game, man. Doesn't that explain so much? Have you ever fucking looked around the world and thought, this is not normal. Something hinky is up here. That's some bullshit going on here. This is way too fucking bizarre to take seriously. Yeah, it's because it's a video game. Like, whoever made this game was aiming for a dark comedy, and they succeeded like a motherfucker with that shit. That's exactly what this is. Life is a dark comedy. And I'm not saying that life is definitely a video game, but life is definitely a video game. I mean, just think about it. So I started kind of living my life like a video game, man. I kind of think of myself as a video game character. And just because you live your life like a video game doesn't mean you have to be a total dickhead about it. I mean, what kind of player do you want to be? You'll be the kind of player that when you're gone, people are like, damn, man, I miss him. He was an awesome player. I wish he was back around to play with me some more. Or do you want to be the kind of player that people are like, damn, I'm glad that motherfucker's gone. That guy's a dickhead. I don't ever want to play with that guy again. Hell no, I want to be the kind of guy that you want to play with again. And not only that, but being a decent human being actually benefits you. I mean, the more people you're nice to, the more love you get back, and that makes the game so much more enjoyable. The more people you're assholes to and treat like shit, the more shit you get back. It's not karma, any bullshit like that. It's just human nature. If you're nice to people, they're more likely to be nice to you. If you're mean to them, they're more likely to be mean to you. That's just the way things are. And not only that, but there's also consequences to your action. There are laws of this game. There are rules. And if you break those rules, they can make your experience here very negative. So you want to stay within the boundaries of those rules in order to not have a terrible experience in this game. So look, people, start living your life like it's a fucking game. I highly recommend it. Don't fucking be held back by these concepts like sin and shit that doesn't exist. Fuck whoever you want as long as you're not hurting anybody else. Do whatever the fuck you want as long as you're not hurting anybody else. Do whatever drugs you want as long as you're not fucking hurting anybody else. Do whatever the fuck makes you happy. It's your game. Play it like you fucking want to. Don't let anybody else trick you into playing by their rules. Make up your own rules. Enjoy that shit. Soak it up. Because unfortunately, as far as I know, this game has permadeath in it. Once you're dead, you're fucking dead. There's no more gameplay for you. So soak that shit up while you can. Enjoy that shit while you can. Play it to the best of your ability while you can. And thank all of you for letting me play this game with you. I'm enjoying the shit out of it. Seriously. Logic.
It's time to judge my soul.